UDL is about thinking about barriers that exist within the course environment. First of all, two things. The online environment in general poses some barriers for students, right? Because you've got a physical separation between students. They're not in the same place. Sometimes they're not even there at the same time. And then we've also got sort of a pain point sometimes that comes with forums. And I think many people sort of experience this, students and faculty alike, right? So you write a forum question, you're like, oh, I know I need student-student interaction in my course. My sort of one tool in my toolbox is a traditional forum. And this is how I do it. I create a prompt, students respond, and I need to get them to respond. So I'm going to require that they respond to 2. And then many times my experience has been that faculty have been a little bit disappointed in the results of that, right? So they're not seeing a vibrant conversation there. They're not really, students aren't necessarily feeling that they're building a community, that they're interacting in a meaningful way. And you're getting a lot of really kind of bland, quote unquote, conversations that don't feel like conversations. And so you've got 2 sort of pain points here, right? You've got sort of the pain point that comes from the limits of a traditional forum, and you've got the pain points that come from the online environment in general. And so here on this slide, I've sort of tried to identify the ways that using Yellowdig can be a way to sort of UDL your course and remove some of those barriers to engagement by letting students decide what they want to talk about. That's going to help them with more interest. The building of community, because I do think that because students are kind of conversing in a more organic way, they're able to build community a little bit better, and that sustains their effort and persistence. And then receiving accolades. So I'm right here on this left-hand column is a way that kind of helps with self-regulation, right? So they're getting some feedback on, yeah, like I'm on the right track. I've made a good point. I've gone out on a limb and my instructor appreciates that. So they can kind of help with knowing how to continue and to continue to succeed. And likewise, they can ask for clarification. So if there's an option with a barrier to language and symbols and they don't have as easy a way to sort of say, what is she talking about? This is the place they can do that. When they bring in sort of outside ideas and connections that can help with generalization and transfer and help with their comprehension. And then really just in the platform itself, because they can choose to post a video or an image or a poll, and it's really open to how they express themselves. It doesn't limit them to kind of the confines of what a traditional forum allows. And then once again, the point totals and goals being really transparent help them to with their executive functions as well. So this is sort of my slide showing the connections that I see between how Yellowdig provides solutions to some pain points in the course that align really well with the UDL guidelines.